everyone, it's Tammy, and it is Thursday, November 6th, maybe. Hopefully I will have this up for you either Friday or Saturday. So happy weekend, yay! I'm ready for the weekend. I don't have a lot planned for the weekend. I'm going to be probably knitting, and I know I need to get groceries, clean the house. I want to go to Hobby Lobby and get some wrapping paper because I do kind of want to start wrapping some presents because I have like knitting stuff done that I want to get into, just have complete, I guess. I even want to get some bags this year. I'm usually pro wrap and I still like that, but bags are so easy and I just really want to kind of make it easy on myself. So anyway, my name is Tammy and thanks so much for being here. I have had this YouTube channel this is year 3 going on year 4, and I do crafty things. So I'm TT.Scraps because I love to scrapbook. Well, I say love, it's really loved. Now I just kind of like to collect scrapbook stuff. And my kids are older, so I have a almost 21-year-old and a 19-year-old. So right now they're 19 and 20, but Katie, my daughter, is going to be 21 in 3 weeks, like 3 weeks from yesterday. No, 3 weeks from today. Holy shamoly. So anyway, it's crazy to think about, especially considering I'm only 29. So I live in Indiana. I said that funny. In Indiana, I live just north of Indianapolis in a town called Fishers, and it's a nice neighborhood. It's extremely busy. We do not have any good yarn stores, in my town, but we have one in Noblesville, which is like you guys know where that is, just in Noblesville. We have one just north of us, and then we have some in Indianapolis. I do most of my yarn shopping online though. I have been to the one in Noblesville, and although it had some good stuff, it was like an old house and it smelled like old lady. It really did kind of smell bad, and it really kind of hurt my head. And I'm not real sensitive to smells or anything, but this one was like, woo. And Katie had gone with me and she felt the same way. So, yeah, that was just kind of, let's see. I have been knitting since December of last year. In the fall, I went and I bought a hand or arm knitted cowl, and I thought it was so cool, and I thought, you know what, I can really try to do this. So that's what I did. I decided to venture into that. And at first I started with the loom, and I really liked that, but then when I started doing it on the sticks, I really liked that. But now I mostly do them on the round. This is my favorite. So I have done quite a bit. So I decided to start podcasting, doing knitting podcasts after I had seen lots of other people do them, and I thought, you know what, that's kind of fun. Just kind of sharing, and I'm sitting in my living room. Maybe I should make that closer if I'm sitting back like that. Whoa! I have you guys like sitting on a box on my couch. So anyway, and I should probably lower this a little bit, and then I really can kind of sit back. Very nice. Hopefully maybe I should still make it closer. I don't know. I have some stuff that I've acquired here to show you. And then I also have acquisitions, and then I have all these things that I've been working on to show you. And that's kind of what I like about the podcast. I like that I can share a little bit, and I feel like I'm telling you guys things that are relevant going on in my life. And then also I feel like I get to share my projects and some of the things that I've gotten. And I do try to do videos on a lot of the things that I do, or a lot of the things that I acquire, but I don't always, because sometimes I feel like that's a little bit much. I feel like I have the wool piggery, if you will, but I also feel like, some things I just don't want to video everything. So that's kind of where I am. I do have a few notes. I don't have a lot this week, and I am trying to vlog every week to 2 weeks. So that's where I'm going to leave it, I think. Just week to 2 weeks. So I've tried to do this live, and it has failed miserably. So I think I'm just going to do it this way, although I really like the live, maybe until I get fiber as my network connection, which I don't know when that's coming around here. I know some places have it. I know that we have one vendor that is getting ready to offer it, but I am an AT&T girl just because I get a discount through work and because I have everything AT&T. I really don't want to switch just my cable or just my internet. So I don't know yet what I'm going to do, but whenever I can get fiber, maybe then I can start lives. But anyway, yeah, I think that's everything. I haven't been to, there is another yarn, or I don't know if it's just exclusively yarn in Noblesville that I have been to before, and I wasn't a knitter then, so I was looking for, I think, fabric to do embroidery. So, and I did get some there, but I need to go back now that I'm knitting and look at their yarn selection. But honestly, I have such a collection of yarn right now that I do not need any more yarn. That doesn't prevent me from getting it, mind you, but I really don't need anything. So I'm trying to be good. When I hear about something that I really like, that's when I get kind of excited. Or if I see something on a podcast or in person and they tell me that they've used a specific wool, then I get kind of excited that way. So I'm trying to keep it like that. And I have a lot of acrylic because I like acrylic and because it's inexpensive and it's easy to get. So Hobby Lobby and Joann's and Michael's, I'm not opposed to getting yarn at all of those places. And I think that acrylic is great. Although I have started using more wool and I understand a little bit about why people like that so much, but it is still very cost prohibitive in a lot of ways, especially if I'm going to knit something for someone else that I know maybe doesn't even know how to take care of wool, or, you know, I don't know. I mean, doing a $30 pair of socks sounds extremely expensive to me, and it's not even made. I still have to make the daggone thing. So I haven't done any socks. I'm not in the market to do socks yet. I know people say they're fabulous, and when you get them, you will love them, and you'll get into it, and maybe that's true. And I know that not every skein of yarn is $30, but a lot of them are. That seems to be the average price from what I've found. However, I do enjoy my Malabrigo, and I love that, and that I've found for about half that, so anywhere between $15 and $20 a skein, and I'm really loving that. So, and I've been able to find that online very easily, so I'm kind of doing that. But then I will be going to Chicago here in a few weeks. Hopefully I'll podcast from there. That's my plan, and I want to go to a couple, or at least one yarn store there, maybe two, and get some things so that I can knit them up when I'm there. And I have some patterns picked out to take with. I'm not going to bring a ton of my yarn in anticipation of shopping a little bit there. I don't really have to do a lot of Christmas shopping there, so, and honestly, Chicago is expensive. And this is the first year I'm going to be going without my kids. I'm trying to think, at least for a long time. Like last year, my son turned 18 and I took him. The year before that, I had taken my daughter. The year before that, my husband went with me. This year, I'm going to be by myself, which is going to be less expensive for sure for dear old mom. So that's a good thing. And then also a good thing is that I have a lot of Christmas kind of already done. I think. I have, I've gotten Katie her big gift. I've gotten Alex his bigger gift. I still need to do Dennis that's my husband, his presents. Katie and Alex are my kids. Dennis has kids, but I let him get for them. So, yeah, and that's why I need to start wrapping. And then I have knitted some things that I want to get in boxes and ready, and I like to have things wrapped and ready early. It just makes me feel better. And then I feel like I can do a better job too of like the wrapping and the fun. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So let me show you some of the things that I've acquired. Yeah, I think I'll do acquisitions before I do what's on my needles. And I don't even know if I have finished objects for you, although I know that I have finished some things. I'm trying to think. I know I have a hat, but I think that's upstairs, and Dennis is upstairs sleeping right now. He came home and is taking a nap, so I took this opportunity to do my podcast, so I won't be able to get my hat. Do I have other hats? I didn't get any of my finished projects over here for you guys, so I might have to skip the faux this week. But anyway, let me go into Acquired. Now, I did do a video on this, but I ordered some yarn from Expression Fiber Arts. I just love her. Her name, I believe, is Shandy, and she is super sweet. And I ordered a sweatery size for this. Sorry. It's not really a sweater. It's more like a poncho, but it's beautiful. And let me see if it has a name. It's called Rooted, which is kind of an odd name to me, because a root to me would be brown or green, and this is a blue for sure. And it's very, very pretty. And then to go with it, I got this, which is Wilderness. And it just has all sorts of beautiful colors. And I love her website. If you guys haven't been to her website, check it out. It's expressionfiberarts.com. And she has her colorways listed with pictures of the inspiration. And I think that is so cool because it just looks like you can see it and you're going, oh, that's so pretty. So anyway, I have a pattern picked out for this one. Let me see if I can find it easily. Yes, it is the Riverwalk poncho, and I'm going to just cover up the instructions so that it was free for a little minute. She does give them away for free for a week at a time. Like, she'll put a new one out every Friday as a free pattern, and this one was the free pattern one Friday when I bought this yarn, and that's in the same color blue that I got, but she got she used all of the blue. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to stop at about here and then go with my Wilderness color. So I'll have this on the bottom and this on the top. I just thought I'd do like a big band of this, like a big stripe. I just think it's beautiful. And my hank is falling apart. Let's see if I can... Let me see what I can do here. You see people do this and it looks so easy. And I know that this goes in there like that somehow. All right, there we go, done. But I just love her yarn. She does a really good job, and her colors are always beautiful. And she offers a club where the colors are like a surprise. And I have done that a couple of times, maybe 2, maybe 3. And I really wanted to do it this month, but I didn't because I just wanted to save my pennies. Because her yarn isn't cheap. I'm not going to lie about that for sure. I think it's anywhere between like $28 and $35, something like that. If you spend enough, you don't have to do shipping, so that's good. But I think our clubs are $23, and they usually include a little enamel pin too, so it's not a bad deal. Just that sometimes I don't know what to do with one skein, so then I'll feel like I need to order more than one club, and then it starts getting expensive, so I don't know. And I don't know if it's too late to order one. If I feel like I still have budget money, then I will, but because I'm going to Chicago too, I'm trying to just take it easy and not kill myself with all this stuff. And like I said, I really do have a lot, and I have so many things like queued up. And I am on Ravelry. You guys can find me there on TT.Scraps. I'm on Instagram and all the jazz is TT.Scraps. But on Ravelry, I have my library and I have my queue, and I try to keep it kind of updated. I put my projects on there. If you want to see any other finished projects, you can look on there because I have most of them posted on there. And I'll probably post a picture of the hat that I did on here because I did the hat in the Malabrigo yarn that I love, and this hat is, I think, really cute. So that is something that I purchased. And then I also purchased a lot of cotton. So I have, I don't know how many of these, but the box that this is sitting on is full of cotton. And this is, I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby, and I got some that match and some that I just got different colors. And my plan is to make washcloths for some of the people that I work with and some of the people that I need to give presents to, and give them washcloths and maybe some bar of homemade soap or that I purchase on Etsy. I'm not a maker. And or maybe like a little sample of Bath and Body Works or something like that, whatever I can find for the least expensive, honestly, because it's just little fun presents. And I think that's nice, and I do like these washcloths, and I have made a few of those. So some of those are finished projects, and those are in my pages too. I also purchased some of this thick woolies, and I have a little bit more. I know I have some other colors, but this one has shiny stuff in it. And this is acrylic. I don't know if you guys have ever used the woolies, but this is really easy to work with. It's Woolies by Lion, thick and quick. And this one is in the colorway Poinsettia, and this one is Lemongrass. And it's just really bulky, nice yarn to work on, and you can do lots of fun things with these. And I have some patterns that called for bulky weight yarn, and so they had it on sale, and I think maybe it was Hobby Lobby when I ordered these. I just got some of this too. I do have a cat. I have 2 cats, and I have a dog, and I have one cat over here right now. His name is Fuzzy, and he's just checking things out. So here he is. Oh, no, there he is. There he is. You can see him. He's so cute. Well, now he's just going to sit behind my head, which is lovely. Anyway, on my needles, let's see. I am looking at my patterns. I am working on the Through the Woods mittens. This is a pattern. It's a paid-for pattern on Ravelry, and I can't even show you what it looks like, but because there's no like completed project. It was a mystery cow, and now it is a cow with Volenvine. I think she's doing a cow. I'm not really doing it for the cow, but I saw the mittens and I thought that they were really cute, and so I started those. I have these in this little bag, and I'm doing these 2 colors. So I'm doing like and this is wool of, what is this called? Wool of the Andes. It's from Knit Picks, and I have the color Forest Heather and Gosling. So those are the 2 colors. I love this Forest Heather color. It has some like yellowy goldy speckles in it, and I haven't gotten very far, but I've just done the cuff with the little, that braid that people like, Latvian braid. So so far that's all I've done, but there are some little trees, but I'm just kind of wondering if this is going to be too big. I need to compare it to another pair that I'm working in, because that just looks like such a big opening. So I don't know. So that is one of the mittens that I'm working on. I'm also working on some Selbu mittens called Spoonie. This is from Skandir, and you can find her on Ravelry. She has wonderful, wonderful, wonderful patterns, and this one, and she also does a knit club where every month she releases a new mitten from August to December. Yeah, that's right. So this is her November pair, so I am working on that now. And those 2 colors, I am using Wool of Andes also, and I am using a gray and a blue. And I have gotten a little further on these. So I am to there. And see, you can see that that is just huge in comparison. So I don't know. I don't know if I keep going or if I try to frog it. I'm probably just going to keep going, and maybe I will gift these to someone with larger hands, or I don't know, because they're the same wool. I have another pair on another wool. I'm doing mittens like crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I know that hers fit because I have done Skandir's. So maybe I should check gauge. I did not do a gauge swatch. Have never done a gauge swatch. Yeah, I know I should do a gauge swatch, so I don't know. But I don't know how long this cuff is either. It does seem like these gloves are going to be huge, like really long, if I keep going with the way that it is. So I probably will continue a little bit more and see what it looks like, and then make my decision if I want to just yank it all back and then try again with a different needle size, because these do seem really, really big. And I think it's going to be enough of a pattern on it that I would want to gift it to a woman. And I was really kind of thinking of my aunt when I started making them, but she's not a big woman and she doesn't have enormous hands. Oh no, and I think I just lost a stitch. Hold on. So, I did. So I may end up frogging these. I don't know. I got the stitch back though. And then I'm also working on another pair of mittens. And I have one of them done. This is the November mitten. I'm lying. This is the November. Yeah. Where's my pattern? What did I just now do with it? Oh, here it is. Okay, that's not the same pattern. I don't know. Which one was... I think this one was the November one. But then I feel like this one was the November one. And I don't know where my written pattern is for this one to be able to tell you. And I wonder if there's a date on this one. Like when it printed or anything. No. This one may be the August pair, because I didn't start this until September, so I have done a September. Is that right? I feel like I've done 2 pair. I don't know. I have my nitwit. I have knitting on the brain. Hey, baby boy. So I don't know. I'm really sorry. But anyway, her patterns are awesome, and I highly recommend them. And I think that this is the November one, and I haven't done the thumb yet, but I have finished the one glove, and I still have a second glove to do, obviously, because I'm gifting these to my daughter, and she has 2 hands, so I need to do the other one. I just haven't done that yet. And this is in a, I know that this is the November one because she recommended some Norwegian wool, and this is one of the ones that she recommended, and it's Tove. And it says Sandness Garn Tove. And these are the colorways. I don't even know if it has a name that I can read. It does not have anything that I can read on it, but it's like a rose and a pink, or a rose and a pink, a rose and a like a off-white color. So that's what I'm doing with those. And I know that Kitty will really like these. I hope she does. She had wanted, Scandier Knits also does a mystery knit along. She did one last year for Christmas mittens, and they were adorable, and she loves those. And I showed you guys last time, that one didn't work out very well. This one looks a lot better, but she is doing another mystery knit along for some winter mittens. And and she said if you liked last year's, you would like this year's. So I don't know, I might have to knit those for Katie as well, and just give Katie 2 pairs of mittens this year, because I know that she really liked the other pair. So I don't know, I haven't decided yet what to do, but I thought that this one really looked like Katie because it has little hearts on it. If you can see those. I haven't blocked these yet because I haven't finished them, but it has little hearts that I thought were really cute. And then the thumb will also have a little heart on it, as long as I do it right. Thumbs are not my friend yet, but I thought that these, I'm getting better. So I mean, I think every pair that I've done so far, I've improved a little bit. So I really like it. I like this cuff. I think it's really cute. I think Katie will like these. I think I did a much better job on this part than I have in the past. It's still not perfect, but I'm getting there, and I really like it, and I think that she will like it. She loves pink, so she's like her mama. So there is that. So that is one thing that I'm working on. Another thing that I'm working on These mittens are, what did I, oh, here they are. I'm going to put these back because like you just saw, I lose things just because I have so many things going on at once. I decided to cast on all the things last weekend, so I had a ton of things on the needles. So I'm putting my pattern with my yarn in the little bag. And this one is, oh, that one. So there's that. And then, oh, I know where that pattern is. It's in my handy dandy thingamabobber. So let me look. Yes, this is the glove pattern. I'm going to try to see if she has a picture of them without showing off the pattern. Yes. So this is them. Very nice, very nice. I do like that a lot. So these are the Saran mittens. And again, these are only part, I think, of the little group. You have to buy the whole grouping, which honestly, I totally recommend. If you like making mittens or if you like doing color work, I totally recommend these because, first of all, they're really fast. Mittens seem to be, and I know that people say like socks are really fast, and we've already talked about socks, and I think that socks can be kind of expensive. This wool of Andy's is like, at least I order it on Knit Picks, and it's like $2.49 a skein, maybe $2.69. So for $5, I can get a full pair of mittens. So that I think is absolutely reasonable, and I love it. And they are 100% wool, so you do have to be careful with that. You can't put them in the washer or anything. And then I had purchased this really fibery, wonderful, sheepy yarn. It's wool from a place, and I talked about it already, Buffalo something, and it doesn't smell right now. When I first got it, it kind of smelled sheepy, but it doesn't. But it's still soft, even though it's sheepy, and it still has like a texture to it. It has a little bit of a bite, but oh my gosh, it's wonderful. And I wouldn't be afraid to wear this against my skin, even my face, like as a cowl or anything, because it's just beautiful yarn and it works up really nicely. And I am working on the antler hat from Tin Can Knits with this, and this is going to be for my husband. I had made one that I was going to give to him, and I think I did that as a finished project last time, and I decided he wanted it to pull down a little further. He wanted it to be a little bit longer for him, but it fit me okay, so I ended up putting a little pom-pom on top, and that one's going to be mine. And then so his is the same color, but it's going to be and luckily I bought 2 skeins of this because I wasn't sure how much it would take to make the hat that I was going to make. Ended up taking less than 1, so I will make his, and I'm going to try to use most all of this skein, maybe not all of it, but I'm going to make his hat bigger. He didn't want a cuff to pull up, but he liked this yarn, and I liked this antler tote. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but there, that's better. This is from Tin Can Knits, so you can see it has some cabling, and it kind of looks like, I think I may have called this timber. It's not timber, this is antler. And it's a freebie from Ravelry, and I really like it. And Tin Can Knits is pretty cool in the fact that it gives you sizing from baby all the way up to adult. So you can use this for every pattern, and it's just 1 page, which is awfully nice. And you can see it has a roll top. My husband didn't want the roll top. He just wants to be able to pull it down, and he wants it to go over his ears. Now he has a little head, but he maybe it's a taller head. I don't know. But it's weird because to me I have a kind of a chubbier, bigger head, but I could use the hat, and he didn't like it as much. He wanted it to pull way down over his ear. So I'm going to make sure that this one does that. So this one's going to be for him. So I am working on that. I also am doing a wonderful club from Helen Stewart. She's offering something right now that I guess she offers every year. This is my first year to be on Ravelry and to do anything. But she has a cowl, and some wonderful things out. And I don't know if I'm allowed to show it yet because I don't know if it's a mystery. But check out, if you're interested, check out Helen Stewart, Helen with one L and Stewart with an E, S-T-E-W-A-R-T. I guess that's where so Helen Stewart with an A, I should say. She apparently is a well-known designer. I'm still learning. I'm new at this, so forgive me. I'm sure she's wonderful. I know her pattern looks amazing, and there's multiple pages, and she has it well written, and even tells you the percentage that you are complete on things, and it looks wonderful. So I'm excited to use one of her patterns, and I'm going to take one of these patterns with me to Chicago as one of the things that I'd like to maybe get yarn for and start working on there. So that's my Through the Woods. I'm also thinking, and this was a paid for pattern too, but I'm trying to do some slippers, and I'm kind of liking this. I even bought some like pulled yarn or pulled wool to be able to make the little cuff. I think I got off-white and brown, but I thought that those would be really cute for me and Katie. So I am hopefully going to be doing those as well. So those are the patterns that I'm working on that I have stored over here. And then, let's see, in my chicken bag, I am working on a shawl. And this is what it looks like so far. And I am using that Malabrigo Rios wool that I am loving. It's so soft and so nice, and you just want to squish it, and it feels so good, especially with the garter stitch. I mean, it's just crazy nice. So this is actually 3 different colors, and it kind of just looks like, you know, maybe 2, but it's 3. It has the blue, and then this green is a color, and then that colored one is a color. I don't know what to call that. I know it has a name, but anyway, let me show you. I have the green, the blue, and then this is the speckledy one. So those are my 3 colors for this shawl. It's going to be kind of a neutrally kind of a shawl. I don't know the names of all of these colors, but let me show you what it's going to look like. It's called the Dreidel, and I think it was, I know it was a paid for shawl, and this is what it looks like. So right now I am working on that. I've done all of this, and I'm up to here. And I did change it up just a little bit for me. And I will put my changes, I believe, in Ravelry, as long as I do it right. But I'm in the working on that lacy kind of middle. I don't know if you can see that very well. I don't know. Put white behind it. Now you can kind of see the holes. So that's where I'm at right now. And I love it. It's an easy knit. It is a lot of knit, because to me that's a lot. So I'm like knit, and it grew really quickly. Because all of these have lots of yarn over, so lots of extra stitches added. So this lace part really adds to the length of the shawl. But I mean, I expected it to grow, so I'm really enjoying that pattern. It's fun, and I love knitting with that wool. So, and it's super washed, and it's wonderful. So there's that one. And then also on that wool, I am doing another shawl, and this one is called the Golden Hour. And this is 2 different shawls, and this is a paid for pattern too. This is by Drea Renee Knits. And so this is 2 different ones. It's the same pattern. She's just holding one and wearing one, just in 2 different colorways, so you can see what they look like. But my colorways, I did the pink and purple kind of thing. I did have some help from some of my friends. So I'm doing, I know, Papyrus, and I think that this one is called English Rose, and then I think I have a Tranquillo. Hopefully those are the right ones. So this one is Papyrus, this one is English Rose, and this one must be the Tranquillo. So these are my colors. And I haven't gotten very far on this one, but I like having lots of things on my needles, because then it gives me choices as to which one I want to work on. and so far that's been kind of fun. So let me put this in here and let me show you what so I haven't done very much, but what I've done so far has been really cool. I'm really liking it. So this is what it looks like so far. And there's like lace, you can see it when the light shining through. It's really cool. I'm really, really liking it. And then there's just little pink popping in right there. And then the back looks like this. So there definitely is a front and a back. But oh my goodness, like I said, this yarn is amazing. If you guys haven't used this wool, I highly recommend it. It is Malabrigo, and this is Rios is the I guess the base, and it says Rio means river in Spanish. Malabrigo Rios is named after the 4 major rivers in Uruguay. Rio, and then it tells you which 4. Each river is represented by 1 ply. These plies twist together like winding rivers. Rios also signifies the yarn's washability. For millennia, rivers have provided water for washing garments. And I have learned that this yarn helps women and people with in Uruguay with finding jobs, and that sounds great. So that is a fun knit. And then I have in here another shawl, which I am really loving as well. Again, it's the Malabrigo wool, and I am using 3 different colorways for this one. And I don't know all of their names. I do know that this one's Ivy, and I know that if I can find another one of those in Chicago, or I'm sure I can find it online, but if I see one in Chicago, I'm going to grab it because I love it. Oh, I love it. So this is the 3 that I have going for this shawl, and this shawl I believe is called Winter Lake. And magenta, ivy, and I don't know what the 3rd one is, but this one's magenta, this one's ivy, and I'm not sure what this 3rd one is. But those are the colorways for this. And again, it is available. I do have it listed in Ravelry, so please don't feel like I'm not sharing. I just don't remember. But this is what I have so far of this shawl. So it starts way down there at the bottom, and then you knit, 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 and it is just fabulous. I am loving it. And I really like the colors. I was a little bit afraid that it might be Christmassy, but I don't think it is. I think it's okay. I think it's just really jewel toned and really pretty, and I'm really loving this. Now I may incorporate this because I think that in the pattern, this the speckledy one may only be on the where there's lace. So I may incorporate this in another spot, like just make another stretch of that color just in the garter stitch, or is that stuck in it? No, it's garter stitch. So I may do that. I don't know. I haven't decided. We'll see how it's looking when I get further into it. And this is so funny because you drop a stitch on this, and so, you're not supposed to drop stitches, and then this one makes you drop a stitch, but it gives you this really cool like edge. I like it. So I'm excited about this. I did do a cowl, and I finished that. And I should be showing you that as a finished project. I have not blocked it yet, so maybe I'll show you next time after I've blocked it. And I was afraid that one was going to look too Christmassy, but I think that one's okay too. It's just so fun. I don't know. I just really like the colors, and I love this yarn. So I am happy, happy, happy to use it. And it is called the Winter Lake. And this is what this one's going to look like. So I know that that one color is in all of these, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll do anything different or not, but the cabling is where I'm at now, and that's with the magenta color, and then the ivy is where this green is. These colors are beautiful too. So I mean, I would not be opposed to doing another one of these because I really like the way it looks, or the way it's knitting up. So maybe if I found more colors again in Chicago, I'd be happy to do it. Or I'm not gonna buy any specifically for this online. If I'm in Chicago and I'm feeling it, then maybe I'll do it. Or if I'm at a place and feeling it, I'm not going to do anything online yet, just because I have so many things in queue and I have lots ready to go. So, and I have lots of yarn ready to go. And I have 2 balls of this Malabrigo that I don't have anything specific for yet. So I need to pull out some one-skeined things to do. And I think I might have some ideas, but that's over there. And I'll show you that in a minute. I'm also working on yet another shawl. And this is the Wonderland Yarns. This is the Messenger shawl. And I don't have a picture of it, but if you search messenger shawl on Ravelry, you can see what it looks like. This was a kit that I purchased, and it came with 3 different colors, or no, 2 different colors, but 3 different skeins of yarn. And I'm really liking this too. I think this is turning out really pretty. It's not as squishy as the Malabrigo yarn, but it is very squishy and very nice, and I'm excited about it. I love these colors. This one's kind of a plum color, and they are it's called Pigments of Your Imagination, and it was a kit, so it came as a kit, and it came with these 3 skeins. So this is the speckled one, and then this is kind of the plum colored one, and there were 2 skeins of that, and they were all Hanks, and I balled them up. So I haven't worked on this one for probably a week. I need to pick this one back up. It's fun. It's just going to be the same thing repeated. So it's not quite maybe as fun as some of the other ones, just because it's just repeats. And I'm kind of liking the switch this and do this. And so I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at right now. I am also working on some slippers. I did a bottom. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. It's kind of crazy. And then I have this ready to go along with this. And this was a kit from Craftsy. And it's called Bands of Brioche. And this is what they're supposed to look like. But I don't think, I'm not following the pattern. I'm not understanding it. So I don't know if I'm just going to use the yarn and do my own thing. And I have been watching some YouTube videos to try to get some ideas on some other patterns. And I have this one going with just some inexpensive acrylic yarn from Lion Brand. This is, or no, Loops and Threads. This is Country Loom. And I thought this would be a good color for slippers because it's dark, and if it gets dirty or messy, it doesn't really matter. But these I will somehow like close up. This is the bottom, so I will close up the bottom and close up the toe, and then you turn it inside out, and somehow it becomes a little slipper. And then I thought I'd put a band on the top with the little fur like I was showing you earlier. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at right now with these. And I hate working with this yarn. This yarn is not fun to work with. It's really thick and really easy to slice, or I think that's what you call it, slice it. It's just not a fun knit. I'm just doing it to plow through it and just try it out and see if I get a slipper. Hopefully I will, and I can hopefully show you that, at least one slipper maybe next time, maybe. But I mean, I do want some slippers, so that's kind of where I'm going. And I love this little canvas bag. I know I show it, but I love it. I have one more bag that I'm trying to reach, so pardon me. And then I think I have just one more project. So I think I have 2 more projects to show, or actually 3 more projects to show you, because there's 2 on here. I am doing a mystery cow by Woolly Wormhead, and you can find this on Ravelry. And so far, and I'm using the Malabrigo yarn for that, and so far I've only done this, so I haven't gotten very far. But it's asking for short rows, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing yet, so I'm trying to figure that out before I keep getting stuck and I don't know where to go from here. So I'm not understanding the short row thing. I know it's supposed to be a short row, and I get that, but it tells you to knit the short row, but then it never tells you to knit back. So I'm wondering, do I go back? I'm just not wrapping my head around it. And then I'm also working on the Sultry Sampler Hat. That's the name of it. And this is what it will look like. And this is on fingering weight wool, and it's by Good For You wool. And this was a kit. So those are my colors over here. You can read it, Good For You, but I can't. All natural pewter, chili pepper, and juniper. And so these are them. Those are the 4 colors. And I have not gotten very far on this either. So that's all I've done, is I've just started the rim. And to be honest, I'm not loving this yarn. I'm not loving the fingering weight yarn. It just seems to take forever to do anything. And there was like, how many? You start out with 144 stitches. And so it's like every row is 144 stitches at least. And it's just, I feel like I've, you know, done a lot when I've only done 1 row. So that's just not my favorite. I really like worsted weight yarn or heavier. So that's kind of my MO right now. So that's where I'm at with those 2. And then finally, the last thing, and I am excited about this, and hopefully this one will be an FO next time as well. So I did cast on a lot, but I've been trying to work through them. This is a little sweater, and this is called the Princess Cardigan, and you can find this. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. The only thing about it is I used paint box yarn, is that it's pieced, so I have to like stitch it all together. So I used paint box yarn in the Baby DK, and this is, I believe, in a plum colorway. I think it's called Plum Heather or something like that. And it takes 2 skeins. So this is what I have left of the second skein, although I'm not, you know what, that's not true. I think I have more. Yes, I have this left of the first skein. I haven't weighted or anything. And then I have this left of the second skein, and I still need to make the collar, but you do that afterwards. So it's a cabled, cute little pattern. This is an arm. So you do each one of them separately, and I haven't like put it together. So this is 1 sleeve. And I did the 6-month size because I'm going to gift this to somebody for Christmas. And this is one of, so this is a front, and it's a little cardigan, and I think I'm going to put a little snap button here. So this would be one side of the cardigan, so it would go like right here. This is where the shoulder is, and then this is where the collar will go once I get that done, but it has cute little cabling. So then here is the back, and it has 2 cables on the back and the little bottom border right there. And then this is another sleeve. So 2 sleeves, 2 sides, and the back, and then I have to like put it all together. And I haven't done that obviously yet, and I'm not exactly sure. I'm not real excited about it because I've never done that really before, and I'm a little bit nervous. And I also have another sweater that I didn't show you that I haven't worked on for over probably 2 weeks, that I'm working on for Katie for Christmas. And so that is, it's also a pieced sweater. It's front, back, and sleeves, and I've done the front and the back, but I haven't done either of the sleeves yet, so I still have to do those. So there's that. And then my mood blanket, I'm still working on that. I actually have that over here that I can show you. Oh, no, I don't. I thought it was over here. Oh, it is. It just fell down. Oh, I can't reach it, but I showed it the last time, I think. Ah, here it is. Okay. I'm still in October, and it's like November 6th, like I said, so I still have a ways to go, but to catch up, and it's very wrinkly, but it's gotten, I mean, it's substantial, and it's going to be pretty big when I'm done. Ooh, and I just found a stitch that is slipped in the middle. Ooh, I need to fix that. Make sure I pull that out so I can see it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. I think that it's pretty cool, and I think that it's going to be something when I'm done. I mean, it's going to be a nice blanket, even though it's got lots and lots and lots of mistakes, and it'll probably have fewer and fewer the further I get along because I've gotten better and better. But these are all paint box yarns too, and those are from Knit Picks, and I really find them to be inexpensive and a very good way to purchase yarn. It's acrylic. It's not wool. And I think that's about everything. The golden hour. Oh, I didn't put this back with my thing. That's this one. See what I mean? I don't want to get confused. And I was working on this hat just now, so this one, it doesn't have a project bag as of yet. And I actually don't know if it will, because I need to make some project bags. And I'm hopefully going to be doing that soon because I really want to get a gift out in the mail. And yeah, so I need to work on that. So some of the patterns that I'm thinking of doing and taking to Chicago with me, I have this big merino mitts. They're just mittens. I don't know why I like making mittens so much, but I do. So I thought those would be really cute in the wool that I'm loving, Malabrigo. And then I thought this was beautiful. This is called Gateway to Rustic, and this has like really fuzzy, nice, beautiful yarn in there. And then so it's 2 layers. It has this outside layer and then a layer of this wonderfully cozy. I thought, ooh, that would be so nice. So there's that. Now, I won't be getting yarn for all of these things, but these are just choices. And then this is the cooler side of warm, and it's just another cowl, and you can't see it in the picture very well, but this is kind of a slit, and then there's a couple buttons up here, which is just really cute. And these are all by Escape Tricot. I don't know, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It's French, so I don't know how to say it, but this is the Mailloux, and look how pretty that is. It's a poncho. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it looks beautiful. So there's that. And then I really enjoyed making that little sweater, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna be a grandma someday, not anytime soon. Please, please, please. But I mean, I don't know, this sounds so dumb when I say it out loud, but when I'm thinking it in my head, it's so cute to make all these little sweaters and stuff, and it only takes like 1 skein of yarn, and you feel like you get something done, which I really like. I like the idea of, okay, I'm done with that. Okay, I'm done with that. Okay, I'm done with that. So some of these projects that take a long time wear me out, and so I'll have to like I'll be doing a project that takes a long time, like even those shawls take forever, it feels like. So I'll need to cast on a hat in the middle so I can get it done. The mittens are kind of a good thing to cast on because I feel like I can hammer those out pretty quickly. I did that one glove of Katie's on Sunday, and I just worked almost all day on it, but I got 1 glove done. So, I mean, you can, or 1 mitten, you can do it in a day. It does take time looking at the pattern and making sure you're doing it right, but I kind of enjoy that. So that's no problem for me, but I do like getting things done. So I picked out some little kiddo stuff. I know, I'm silly, but they were all free patterns on Ravelry. Look how cute that is. It's like a little sweater. There it is. So you can do it with buttons or without buttons. Look at this little bear hat. I thought that was cute. And I am giving hats away, so I mean to charity, so I could even do it for those. Little sweater, there's just a couple of different ways you can do it. One is a sweater, one is like an open, this one has 3 buttons and it's ribbed down here at the bottom. This one's more open and doesn't have the 3rd button. So it's more like a little cardigan, I guess. So there's that. And then, and I think that is 1 skein also. So, I mean, when you can do it with a skein, that makes me feel pretty good. And then I thought this one was really cute with little stripes. And I thought that would be really cute to use like leftover yarns, like just a Mod Podge of yarns. So that's it. That's what I have. So I'm taking these with me, I know, and hopefully I can find some yarn when I'm there. I just love this. But this will take me forever, and it's just a lot of stockinette stitch, it looks like, and it's just like over and over and over again, which is nice and it's easy. It's just, to me, that takes forever, and I would rather do color work than just plain stockinette stitch. But, you know, to get the end product, it's worth it, right? Right? Tell me I'm right. So, yeah, that's what I'm working on, and I guess I will let you guys go. It's been almost an hour, and thanks so much. Hopefully next time I will show you some finished projects. Oh, actually, you know what? I put some buttons on some finished projects that I had showed you before. At least I think I have. I'm trying to reach. My husband just came in. I should have had him grab them for me. But I did these fisherman's shawls, and these are going to be Christmas presents. So it has little buttons, or fisherman's scarves, not shawls. Buttons, man, are a pain in the arse to put on for sure, but I don't know why I mean, it's like I get finished with this scarf and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to put the buttons on it, but isn't that cute? Oh, I really do like it. And I even did that picot edging, and I have these in lots of different colors. So I have this one, and I put black buttons on it, and I only put 2 because these buttons are really big. I didn't really like these buttons, but I do like these buttons. And I have an off-white one, a green one, a black one, a lavender one to put buttons on, and those will all be gifts. Except for the black one. I may keep that one. I haven't decided. But I have a gray one for myself, and I put buttons on that already. And so these are going to be Christmas presents. Let me just show you what this one looks like so I can kind of see these buttons. I haven't really looked at this with these buttons on it yet. So I only put 2 buttons on. Where's the other button? Oh, there it is. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I think I did it for the first and the second buttonhole. Or first and the third. Well, that's not so bad. No, I kind of like it. That's kind of cute. Okay, yeah, that looks better than I wasn't sure when I saw the buttons. But yeah, that's pretty cute. Maybe I'll keep this one too. No, I won't. I will gift it. But I do like this because this goes with a lot of things that I wear. But yeah, I don't need to keep everything. I can't keep everything. And I need to gift some of these. So I'm happy to do that too. But these are all made with acrylic, and I love them. So yeah, I'm not opposed to acrylic at all. But that's everything then. I will let you guys go. I will talk to you soon. And until then, happy crafting or doing whatever you do. Bye.